Welcome back to the News Media. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to believe this. Desperate President William Ruto have now sent State House spokesperson called Isaac Mwaura to go and beg Mount Kenya region voters to come back to the government because it might be very difficult for them to receive development if they are outside the government. Kimeamana saizi. Right now, the government of President William Ruto is seriously desperate ahead of 2027 general election because Kenyans are against their government. Can we listen to State House spokesperson Isaac Mwaura begging Mount Kenya people to come back to the government of President William Ruto? And before you watch the video, please consider liking the video. When you like the video, you automatically show us your support on what I'm doing on this platform. So please, as you watch, consider liking our videos. Thank you so much for that support of the like and also subscription. Let us watch the video together, my great viewers.
Sasa niwaulize kwa unyenyekevu. Tutatoka kwenye serikali tukatafuta ingine jameni. Najua kuna yale yametendeka. Lakini tunasema kwamba tumekuja kama kuna mahali tumekosea. Tuseme pole, tuanze kuzungumziana moja kwa moja. Kwa sababu sisi ni watoto wenu na hakuna nyumbani. Tuweze karudi mahali pengine ili sisi tuende kuwa katika hii serikali to support President William Samoei Ruto. Tunaomba kwa unyenyekevu, sio kwa kiburi, sio kwa kujipinga. Kuna wale wanasema Wantam, kuna wale wanasema tuta, lakini hebu tusikizane, tuongee. Tuongee tuone hii serikali imetufanyia nini na tutafanya nini turekebishe kama kuna.
So that is what is happening right now after all Kalou by election.
Ona ile aibu umepata jana.
Kuna watu wengine kwa majivuno na kiburi wanasema mimi sijakuja kuomba kura Embu ati wao ndio waliniombea.
I sanitized you. I was your guarantor to the mountain. Mimi ndio nilikuwa nimekupatia guarantee. Uliponiondoa hiyo guarantee nikaondoa. Sasa hakuna mtu wako na wewe. Na bado tunakungojea mwaka ujao.
Mimi nitakuja kuongea na nyinyi. Ama namna gani? Na nyinyi mtapima kazi yangu.
Kama wewe Kasongo, nilikupatia onyo. Nikakwambia usiguse mlima. Nikakwambia usijaribu kugusa mlima. Ukagusa mlima.
And this one is a red alert that Ruto cannot be re-elected without Mount Kenya region votes. Haezi kuwa president of Kenya tena without Mount Kenya region votes. Ruto need at least 25% of Mount Kenya region votes.
I can see disaster for Ruto in 2027.
You can see disaster for Ruto.
From the mountain. Kwanza ile turnout itakuwa mountain. This was over 54 or something, around 54% in a by-election. 35,000 people out of 74,000. Around 70-something thousand. 35.
Shosho stand up. Uka stand up to
Yes, to vote. 40 or I don't know how many thousands of votes there. 40-something thousand, My friend. Over 50, around 54%. Wamama walitoka. And it's a by-election. That tells you the hatred against Ruto must be managed by the Ruto side. Because we will have an 85% turnout in the mountain next year. When they settled on a candidate, they supported that candidate. They will give an 80-85% turnout. A turnout like that is fueled by something, passion, some hatred or love. So this will be hatred for somebody. They are voting against somebody who has been identified as an enemy of the community, 85%. And out of every 10 votes cast, Ruto will be lucky to get one. Unless he recalibrates his engagement with the mountain people.
Otherwise he meets its water.
Oh, it will be bad. And once you get that kind of thrashing around the mountain, you can't recover.
You can't recover.
Because Ruto, in my estimation, Ruto needs about 25% of Mount Kenya votes to have any realistic chance of re-election.
All from grace.
So there must be people in Ruto's camp who must be stopped at the gate now.
Sitting MPs.
Yes.
Above.
Yeah. Akikuja kwa gate una report imetokea. Ni nani huyo?
Minister.
Mwambie ngoje kidogo. Anangoja 2 hours, anaona hapa ni kubaya, anapiga U-turn anaenda.
Ama one secretary.
Yeah. Hapana kuingia. Book appointment Harambee House. If he doesn't do that, because once you clear these jokers around you, you create space for more serious people. And your eyes begin to see more clearly. Because you see the mountain is sometimes foggy.
Yeah.
So unaona it's snowy.
Blurry.
To see the snow-capped mountains not easy. Unaona mist na sijui ni fog ama ni smoke hiyo. Huwezi kuona mountain vizuri. You know, so you want to see the mountain, the snow-capped mountain vizuri. Hii smoke hii you know the people I'm talking about.
Sure.
Ruto atoi hiyo watu wakiingia State House anaambia come back in the afternoon. Akija afternoon anaambia mzee ametoka tu saizi. Maybe try tomorrow. Anafanya every 3 days anajua ai kuliharibika. You create space for more serious. I hope they'll send me a check for this advice.
We hope so. But if your reservations are anything to go by, would you invite the president maybe to also consider a cabinet reshuffle? Because you said he also has people sitting in his cabinet who are not delivering for him, people from the mountain. And that maybe points at, say CS Ruku.
A cabinet reshuffle will be an admission of failure, will be an indication of panic. If our Ruto will not touch my cabinet. Because if you touch cabinet, especially people from Mount Kenya, you send signals. Gachagua amekuonesha dust. Umekubali Gachagua ni moto. So unaacha hao wanakaa tu, but you ignore them. Those people who are useless, just let them, but ignore them. Nimekuambia style mzuri ni Ezekiel Oyugi, State House Mombasa. Mercedes ikaambiwa ipark kando where other vehicles park to be inspected.
For him to resume the office again as the 6th president of this country of Kenya. I told you here that by election of Kalou have sent a serious critical message to politicians in this country of Kenya, whereby Ruto must beg Kenyans. Right now, President William Ruto have dispatched his allies, PSS, CSS, ministers, EUD MPs, governors, senators, to start begging Kenyans that please Kenyans, come back to the government, please. Msinifanyie hivi 2027, that is what is happening. Because it is true. Besides that one also, the seat of Kindiki is also in trouble, in danger. Kindiki's seat as William Samoto's running mate is not safe as we speak right now after Kalou by-election. Let me play for this video again for the second time so that you can understand what Kalou by-election have done to some leaders under the government of President William Ruto ahead of 2027 general election. Can we watch the video together, my great viewers? So that is what is happening, my fellow Kenyans. Things are not yet okay with President William Ruto across the country of Kenya on the ground ahead of 2027 general election. Especially within the Mount Kenya region, that is where Ruto is having a big problem. When Ruto, Ruto did not know who was Gachagua at the beginning. Gachagua really campaigned for him. Then later on, he betrayed Gachagua. The reason why Mount Kenya people are against William Ruto is because he betrayed Rigathi Gachagua. Right now, Gachagua is the spokesperson within the Mount Kenya region. Come 2027 election, Gachagua is going to mobilize millions of Mount Kenya people to vote against William Samoei Ruto. Because number one, some UDA leaders are going to leave UDA for DCP party ticket because right now, Rigathi Gachagua's party called DCP is organic with people on the ground. No one can listen to Jubilee Party. No one can listen to UDA Party right now. Right now, UDA people are struggling to campaign for William Samoei Ruto's re-election, especially within the Mount Kenya region, which is true. When the CS of Cooperative Wycliffe Ombeta Oparanya once upon a time said that they are seriously struggling to campaign for William Ruto, many people thought that, Wycliffe Oparanya alikuwa anataka kutoka kwa serikali, mara they are now seeing it. Before the Kalou election, you had CS Ruku making noise. Right now, Oscar Sudi is also making noise. Kimani Chungwa is quiet. Kindiki is silent. Things are not yet okay with President William Ruto on the ground as we speak right now. These people didn't know how much important was Gachagua under their government. Gachagua was the best student that Ruto was having under his government because Kindiki cannot do what Gachagua have done in the last 2 years that he have been outside. Let's assume that Kindiki was impeached. Angefanya vitu yenye Gachagua amefanya. Gachagua was a good mobilizer, my fellow Kenyans. Gachagua was one of the best students under the government of William Ruto, but Ruto hakuona hiyo. During his impeachment, he didn't see how much important was regard Gachagua. He didn't know how Gachagua alikuwa ameshika serikali yake huko Mount Kenya region. Right now, Mount Kenya region CSS, PSS ministers are struggling to sell William Ruto's re-election. They are totally struggling. So sometimes when the deal is so good, always think twice. Never rush to do things for the sake of popularity, for the sake of trending. Never. Do investigation. Whoever advises Ruto to impeach Rigathi Gachagua should be arrested. Ruto should arrest that person and kicked him or her out of UDA party because that person is making things to be harder for William Ruto on the ground. Which is right now campaigning for. In fact, if you want your event to end successfully within the Mount Kenya region, don't talk about William Ruto. Yesterday in Kitale, UDA t-shirts were banned. When Chesang, Kenyans were shocked. It was in Kitale. Watu walichoma vitu za UDA. Right now, Kenyans are seriously against the government of William Ruto because of bad leadership in this country of Kenya. Sio kitu ingine. Yes. Ni Gachagua tu ndiye angesaidia Ruto, by the way. For Ruto to resume the office again come 2027 as the 6th president of this country of Kenya, Ruto cannot resume the office through ballot. Ruto is going to resume the office through rigging. The way Kibaki did it in 2007 to Raila. Benye waliiba kura za baba. Hata ingia hapo kiraisi. Hapana, he must use through military, through rigging. Lazima wataiba hiyo kura. Opposition leaders wapende wasipende. Unless if Kenyans turn out in large numbers and vote against this government. Wafanye Ruto asifikisha hata kura milioni 2. Ruto kama anaweza kuwa na kura milioni 1 peke yake hapa Kenya, hata hafai kufika milioni 1. Wananchi wa Kenya wanafaa wajitokeze kwa wengi ili kuwe funzo kwa mwanasiasa yeyote ambaye atachaguliwa na aanze kubetray watu ambayo wanimpea kura. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. I just wanted you to know how Ruto is now desperate. How much Ruto is desperate after Kalou by election, alongside after the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, whereby right now Ruto is seriously seeing fire on the ground, especially within the Mount Kenya region. Ruto need Mount Kenya region voters. Seriously. Ruto must at least look for those votes. Right now, Ruto is seriously angry with the Mount Kenya PSS, CSS, and ministers. You heard Gachagua saying that Ruto is now demanding his money that is sent to CSS ministers to go and campaign for UDA candidate. But alianguka. Saizi anatafuta pesa yake. Tukutane kwa video itakayofuata, wapenzi watazamaji wa Daniza Media. Remember to subscribe, comment, share the video, like, and don't forget to turn on notification bell for more updates daily. Tukutane kwa video itakayofuata, wapenzi watazamaji. See you in the next video, my great viewers. Bye bye.